Hello there, everybody. Hope everyone is doing well today. I'm in Albion Online, about to do some of my farming, and then maybe I'll go out and do some dungeons. I did get some mail here. I think I bought something. I bought two experts table because I just set up my islands with mercenary laborers. And I always get this weekly faction report. I didn't do much of it last week. This is new from the last I played. I haven't played in a while. I used to play this religiously. I mean, this was my game. In a big guild, I did all the content. We did raiding, we did PvP, we did Crystal League, we did everything, and it was so awesome. But all things come to an end after COVID kind of ended. So did all my free time to do all that. So now I plant crops. Oh, you know what I forgot? My livestock. Mostly, well, I've leveled up all the crops, but not all the way, obviously. That would take forever. Here are my livestock. I need calves. And I need piglets. I have all of my focus back. I have 30,000 focus, which is the max. I am a premium player. I just resubbed a couple of months ago. You can play it free. It's, just like any other free-to-play with microtransactions, and if you sub, you get bonus stuff. So I think here I'm going to put some cows. This is a personal island, it's not a guild island. But it is max level, so I think 6th level. I'm gonna need to get some pumpkins to feed them. Why am I overloaded? Oh, 'cause I guess 214 piglets is a little much. Didn't realize I picked up all those. I'm gonna put a couple down right now. Oh, that's not a piglet. That's a big old pig. I'll pick him up and go get the piglets. This is what you want to not do when you're out in the red zone or black zone with valuable things. Okay, so the piglets are the little guys, and I don't need 50. I'll take like 18 of them. I think I have 2 fields worth to place them on. And I still took 50. You have to hit split. Yeah, 18 split. I'll put those back. And again, I want to grab the carpet. Every time I try to leave the house, I try to grab that damn carpet. I should have taken the corn and pumpkins to feed these guys because they want to eat. I once knew a fella who was in our guild who did farming as a main part of his play content. That's what he was. He was a farmer, and he was in charge of, I don't know, dozens of these fields scattered on different islands, and it took him like an hour to go through every day or every other day. Crazy. Okay, that's that. I'm gonna get back on, and then over here I usually plant some corn. Switch over to the quiet mouse so you don't have to hear things click constantly. Yeah, I'm going to water these right now. I'm trying to figure out the best strategy to do this. I'm gonna water 5 out of the 9 plots. See what kind of return I get on seeds there. the last time I did my farming, I used up all my focus watering everything and nurturing all the animals, which increases their yield and increases the chance of offspring and increases the chance of getting seeds back. But it uses up all of your focus, which is limited in supply when you have this many islands and fields to work. Because I'm not just going to do mine here. This is Bimpnottin, my main character's island. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go get some corn and some pumpkin to feed the animals. What I'm going to do is go on my other two characters' islands. I have islands for my two free-to-play characters. I'm not going to be exact here. Just grab that and that. They changed this somewhere along the line. When I stopped playing, you used to be able to use carrots to feed all the animals. The food didn't matter, so what you would do is use the cheapest. You know, carrots are tier 1, so you grow carrots, you feed carrots to everything. Should I nurture these guys? Yeah, I guess we should, right? So just to show you, when you nurture them, this is the amount of time it takes. If you have premium, it's shorter. It'll take, you know, shorter amount of time. So I do have premium, and they'll grow 50% faster. And if you nurture them, you'll get plus 13.33% offspring chance. It will yield a cow. And the offspring chance right now for this fellow is 93.3%. I didn't nurture him yet. Let's see what happens when I nurture him. Nurture. Now it's 106.66%. So, just by looking at that, I don't know if it's worth nurturing these guys. Because I do have a few extra calves. So that's it. I'm just going to nurture... How many did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I did... No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did 4 of them. Let's see how many calves I get back. You do have to feed every one of them. If you don't feed the animal, they're not going to grow up to an adult. So that's necessary. If you forget to feed them, they just sit there as a little baby. Okay, this pig has a 91.11% chance of an offspring. Nurture, I'll do the same. I'll nurture 4 of them. I have a whole bunch of piglets, so. What I don't want to do is run out of piglets, because they're kind of expensive in the market. I know this because I sell them, and I make good money. Mainly what I do with the pigs is butcher them into pork, and then I make pork pies and pork omelets, which back when I played were the choice meals if you were to go out to PvP or go to like Hellgates, which is PvP. Pork pies for crafting and gathering. I think I did these. I think I can put the pumpkins and corn away. I'm not sure if I have another field on the other islands though. Oh. He doesn't belong with the vegetables. He belongs with the livestock. He goes inside of a chest because, you know, immersion. It's not so much the immersion that made me love this game. You know, talking with a buddy of mine at work who's big into MMOs, he says this game would be amazing if it just had that MMO feel and if it had that immersion where you're a character in the world. It could be the isometric view that takes you out of it, but it's also things like putting your livestock in the chest. That'll do it as well. Okay, so here I'm going to plant pumpkins. I know this is riveting gameplay. Well, now you know what I go through for at least a half an hour a day. Thank goodness you can do this on your phone or your tablet. So my level in pumpkin isn't as high, so it costs me 325 focus to water each. I'm curious, let's do a comparison here. A watered field will 100% yield a seed. 106, a little more than that. A non-watered field has a 93.3% chance. So again, I'm not gonna water them all. I watered 5 out of the 9. More pumpkins. My plan for the pumpkins, other than now I need the pumpkins to feed the cows, is to make the tier 8 foods. The beef stew, I think, requires pumpkin. One of those tier 8 foods needs pumpkin, so I started growing pumpkins a while back. And I do sell the pumpkins off. They also give pretty good returns just from selling them in the market. The returns are probably better just to grow your crops and sell them, because you could skip the middle portion of crafting, which uses focus. You never want to craft without using your focus. So if I'm gonna, oh, I forgot all my herbs. I gotta go back and get the herbs. Such a noob. If you're gonna craft and not use focus, you're just not being as efficient as you could. They do have these potions you can find. I don't know if you can buy them, where it gives you like 10,000 focus if you consume the potion, but they're limited. I have a few, not too many. Okay, so in this chest I have my herbs. I've been doing mostly crenellated burdock seeds. This is tier 4 because I like to make potions. I make potions. My crafting professions are potion making. I started the game making staves, would you call it, for healers. I made like healing staves.
Ready to leave?
I forget what tier I made it to. But then I started to do consumables. So potions, I could do potions up to like tier 7 maybe? Tier 6? Yeah, I think I could make a tier... I think I can make a tier 7. Is it a resistance potion? I don't know. I forget what that is. But did I... Oh yeah, here I gotta go. And, you know, I can make the tier 7 foods. I haven't tried to make the tier 8s yet, but I've leveled up a bunch, so maybe I can. I should try that when I'll try that when I harvest this crop next time. So these are the boxes for herbs, which is different. When you have an island and you have these plots, it's your choice on how you want to set it up. You can specialize. Some people may tell you specialize in something and just go all out, do that. I didn't want to really do that. I wanted to do a little bit of each thing. Now, I'm still not doing everything because I don't really breed much. I breed the pigs and the cows. Occasionally, I'll do horses. And I've done the fowl, like the chickens and the ducks, because I need eggs for things to cook. All right, a watered herb garden is going to give me a seed for sure. 126.66. An unwatered box only is not even 3/4 of a chance to give me. So I'm gonna water a few more of these because I don't want to run out of these seeds. I always like to have stockpiles. Now I got into a stretch where I really wanted to make money, and I sold a lot of my surplus crops and seeds. Now I regret that a little bit.
I can get you anywhere.
I needed the money because I was doing a lot of Black Zone content and getting killed a lot, and I have to keep rebuying my gear. That's not really costly to me because my gear set is not even 20,000. I go out in flat 4, and I can still hold my own against the PvE content because I'm so high a level. And if you took a look at my Destiny board, I have over 7,000 auto respec points. I've been spending my learning points. These accumulate as long as you're a premium member. They'll accumulate, and you can use these to help complete your whatever you're going for. So let's say I'm going to go for Stalker Hood. I'm in, what is this called? I don't know if this is what this bracket is called. I forgot. But anyway, my next level is going to be 32, right? Once I hit this line, if I hit learn, it uses my learning points and it will go all the way to 32. So I have it on auto learn. I must have had this on. I don't know if I switched everything to auto learn. No, I didn't. I wore this recently in a build. Same with the Well, here's a good example. My assassin jacket. Well, no, I'm already maxed. When I stopped playing, 100 was the max, but then they added some things where you could do like bonus elite levels. Yeah, reach level 101 to unlock the elite medal. I don't know if it's worth it or not, and before I invest in that, I'm gonna do some homework. But I have a lot of things maxed out on the board, which helps when you want to go out and fight. You don't have to wear as high tier gear, more or less. I don't have enough to plant corn and pumpkin, so this is why I took my carrot seeds. People still buy the carrots. You don't have to feed... I don't think you have to feed the favorite food. So if I took these carrots and I fed them to my cows and pigs, I wonder if that would be okay. I should test that out. See how it only cost me 218 focus now to water the carrots because I'm so high level. I'm such a high level carrot farmer. That's my main profession, carrot farmer. My son got into this game. We played it a little bit together. We did Hellgates together, and he wasn't in my guild. He was in a guild, but he wasn't in mine. He actually joined. I think he did join my guild toward the end, but he found his own guild eventually. And I was like co-leader of my guild, and we both agreed that he had to take orders from me at home outside the game, and he really didn't want to do that inside the game. So he went to another guild, a good one. Always the better PvPer than I was. He still is the better PvPer in every game. See what happens if I just water 4 out of the 9. And then here, I think I'm going to put down some Dragon Teasel. This is the tier 5 seed for resistance potions. Resistance potions used to be very important, as well as the healing potions. In PvP, you'd use one or the other. Alright, so a watered herb garden has a 120% chance of seed yield. A non-watered is only 80%. But I managed to get that 20% and don't get a seed more often than I would expect, so I tend to go overboard on my watering. Okay, I think I did all my islands. Go back to my original and just double check. Nothing more annoying than coming to harvest and realizing you forgot something. These guys are all fed. They're watered, fed. Yeah. And let's see how much focus I'm left with. Because, alright, 13,000 is not terrible. I would have liked to have been more along the 15,000 mark so that I could repeat this every day. I want to be able to do this every single day. I used to do it every single day when I had all 3 characters, and 2 of them were actually premium. I think I might have paid for my premium with my gold, with my silver. You could turn it into gold. I don't know how much it costs now, but back when I played, it may have been 9 million, 10 million, something like that. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I can't remember. I'm going to put my stuff away. Seeds and crops in this chest. Herbs. And I'm done with my farming, but I'm not done with my island here because I have to check my mercenaries. So, get back on my horse. I may need the bag, so let me keep that bag. You know, I should go to the market and get those tables because I do have to replace tier 3 tables with tier 5 tables in the houses because my houses are tier
Looking
5.
for safe passage?
And
Get on.
the laborers, as they've been working, they level up. And they've gotten to tier 5, most of them. Or some of them. And if you have a piece of furniture below their tier, their happiness goes down. They won't be as efficient. Now, in all of my houses, I can't get maximum happiness, and I can't figure out why.
Made a profit?
I thought I had something on auction. Nah, I don't. I used to have a tier 8.1 druidic staff I was bidding for. It got to be almost 600,000 silver for it. And I decided against trying to do the content where you can go into blue zones and do like the epic dungeons. It's like the overland. They're in the overland areas, but they're difficult. They're like meant for groups, but if you have a high tier like 8.1 armor and you're good, you can do them solo and earn a lot of fame and silver. Alright, so this guy didn't give me money. It's Randolph. And if you look at Randolph, he's only got 460 out of 500 happiness. Because my trophies, for some reason, are only 60 out of 100. Trophies add a small amount of happiness to up to 3 laborers of the correct type and can make laborers even happier than usual. And I think I have the right trophies. You can't really see them because I lined them here alongside the house, but that's the tier 5, that's the tier 4, and that's the tier 3, that's the tier 2 mercenary trophy. These are mercenaries. And then I have the general trophies, same thing, 4 through 2. Is there a trophy that I'm missing? If anybody knows and can leave me the comment, I would appreciate it. So these guys are a little ways from leveling to tier 5. They're still tier 4. This guy gave me some money. And they're all giving me these journals. They're empty. So this has become another part of my, you know, play. I don't know. It's something that I need to do. Because, you know, and if I want to send them back out to work, these have to be full. They have to go out with a full journal. I can't give them this empty journal. It won't work. So now I've got to go out with these and kill things tier 4 or above. Which isn't hard to do. It's easy to do. It's just not easy to come back with them because I wind up getting killed in the black zone. And then once I get killed, I lose all those. Then I have to go buy them. And when I buy them, it's not worth it anymore because now I'm paying probably more than what they're giving me when they come back. Did I do these guys? Okay, I can't give them the book yet. Right now I'm just collecting. What I need is 2 sets. I need a set that I can go out, fill while they're out. So I am going to wind up having to buy. Did I take from this guy? Yeah. So 1,123 is what they're giving me at tier 4. I think I have 30 of these houses total. Well, these guys didn't even go out. Well, that guy didn't. Oh, this guy just leveled to tier 5. This guy was tier 5. And I forgot to check the tables. That's a tier 5. Oh, this doesn't have a table, so let's put one here. Tier 5 table place. Am I allowed to be on my horse for this? Alright. Oh, I should have checked their happiness before I did that. Well, now that it's only 55, but I think that's because I just put the table down. We'll see what happens in a while. Maybe that goes back up to 460. That's my house. My house is for storage only. That's a tier 5 table. There are good videos on how to set these up if you're a newer Albion player and wanted to get into the mercenaries. I watched a few and they're really good. I forget who I watched because I did watch a few of them. So I mean, I'm sorry I can't give credit, but just search on YouTube. You'll find out how to do this. I played this for years without having any mercenaries, laborers or anything. My friends did it. I was just so into the content where you go out, you PvP, you're out in the open world. Like, I never really was into the farming and doing stuff in the mainland, other than what I did when I was low level. I had a good time in the blue zones on the mainland with the static group. Actually, they were guys that early on I became friendly with, but and we did form our own little guild, but it never really lasted. And then I met the guys that I was in a guild with that did last, and we were pretty successful for a small guild. We were small. Is that it? I think that's it. All right, I wasn't paying attention to where I needed that other table. Not here. Not here. Nope. They're good. Oh. Alright, I'm not going to worry about it right now. Maybe I only needed one table. I got two for some reason. But that's good enough. I'm not going to worry too much about it. They bring back these trophies, which I sell. And these things here, I'm going to have to take with me to fill them. So I might as well do that. Let me put my green bag back on so you'll notice I don't go out into the black zone with anything good. Green cape, green bag, tier 4 flat cheap gear. This is all cheap stuff. I think the most expensive thing might be my cabbage soup and my potions, which will be gone, hopefully, before I get killed. Because it's likely that I'm going to get killed. Alright. I'm going to try to do a tier 6 black zone, not open area. I'm going to try to do a dungeon. Because dungeons could be fairly safe after, what, 90 seconds? If you go into a solo dungeon, the entrance disappears. And I'll be safe in there until I come out. This is something new also from the last time I played. I'm not sure when they added it, but I was able to teleport right from my island out to the Thetford portal zone. This is the black zone. That's the Thetford portal. And these are all black zones around the portal. Thetford is on the mainland, like, where the heck? Here's the Royal Continent. Thetford is around here. That's Thetford. So when you go into the black zone, you're in a whole different area. So let me plan my trip. I've been going invisible, going out through Widemore Shore and Widemore Hills. I mean, I don't care if someone comes and kills me, like, out here. If I'm in a more remote black area, then that's fine. I just hate dying in any of these zones that are right next to the portal, because that's where a lot of the PKers are hanging out, the guys that want to gank you. I mean, they'll gank you everywhere, but at least out here, it's a little less populated, and the players may not be as rambunctious, if that's the right word. So yeah, I'm going to go to Widemore Hills, and then if I make it to Drysop Riverbed, maybe I'll do that. Although I haven't gone this way lately. Yeah, just do that. I'm just gonna double check one more time, make sure I don't have anything of value. So this is worth 40,000. This stuff, is this just the stuff I'm carrying? I think. My loadout, I could check my loadout. I'm not sure how to check my loadout right now. Oh, here it is, loadouts. I'm wearing... what is it? The Blue Zone Farm, maybe? Did I not save my axe gear? No, that's not it. Well, take my word for it, it's under 20,000, I think. So when I die, I'll show you. Because I'm going to go to the market and quickly buy back what I lost. Very important, be invisible. You don't want to go through that gate not invisible. They'll follow you till your bubble wears off and then kill you. And by you, I mean me. This invisible will last enough so that I can get out of this zone. But it'll disappear once I get into the next zone. So I've just been playing solo. I miss the large-scale type of play with, you know, my guild. Even though we weren't a big guild, we were involved in large-scale content. We would contest, you know, small chests out in the open world, and we would form alliances with other bigger guilds and participate in, you know, the wars over territory, the faction wars. But as usual, guild drama and just, you know, lack of free time and other games led to the demise of that guild. I don't really see too many people playing that I used to play with. I mean, they are sort of active now and then, but there are a few that still play all the time, which is good to see. So I have maybe, I don't know, 20 seconds left on my invisible. It'll go away if I interact with something. I guess I'll stay in this zone. Let me look for... Oh. I kind of want to avoid bridges, too. I don't know if it's possible here. I'm looking for solo dungeons. So my invisible just wore off. And now I'm silenced for 10 seconds. It's not a good sign. Somebody died there. Somebody just died here. Well, not just, but the skeleton. Oh, this might be Gather. He's on a stag. So I know their tactic now. They'll come over close so that they can inspect me. And then they'll try to get me on foot. They'll try to creep up and sneak up on me. I went into pool. That's fine. This is a tier... What is this? Tier 5? Here's a solo dungeon. Let's go in here. Now the trick is to hang out for 90 seconds. I'll review my skills quick. Q, Rending Strike. Attack the enemy dealing 134 physical damage, applies 1 rending charge. Each rending bleed charge deals 62 damage over 6 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. If I get maximum stacks, it affects the healing received by 12% for 5 seconds. That's my Q. My W is Deadly Chop. Strikes for 376 damage decreases damage resistances by 43 for 8 seconds. My E, this is the big one usually. It's Blood Bandit. Combines up to 2 abilities. The first one is Blood Draw. Throws the axe, does physical damage, and it's based on the number of Rending Bleed charges that I apply with my Q and I think W. And the second is throwing another axe, deals 272 damage, and it heals me based on the number of Rending Bleeds. I have Speedcaster, reduces casting times. I'm not sure about that. I don't know what's that on. Speedcaster is on my robe. Frost Shield might be a better choice. Do that. Okay, I'm ready to go. Should eat my food so I can regenerate health quicker after fights. So I'm not very proficient in the axe. I just started to use the axe. So you'll see me leveling it, you know, hopefully often. Look out. Didn't want to press that button. I don't think any of my gear is 100%. I think you can tell by this symbol in the top right of the box for the gear. I think if it's gold, you've reached 100. The highest I may have my soldier boots. An easy way to tell is to click it and come down to item craftable or equipable. If you hit I, it'll take you to the Destiny board where you can see where... Oh, my plate... Oh, plate boots is 100, but that's more general. I'm looking at soldier boots, which is here. It's 86. So I think that's the highest piece of gear I'm wearing, 86. So I won't be using... my... what do you call it? Not learning points, the other thing. I got a level in the axe, like I said. It reached this line, and then it used my learning points because I have it on auto learn. It automatically took the amount of learning points necessary, which I think is 13, to make it go to the next level. What I was talking about is the auto respec the combat fame credits. If I go out like I used to with my spear build, I was mainly I was a sword build until I maxed that, and then I did spear, and I did a few other weapons. But if you're at max and you go out and you get fame, I have to rebind that key for some reason. I keep on hitting the Destiny board. What is it, B? I'm trying to hit my spacebar and I'm hitting B. Get out. It's a little too late for my shield. But the food helps me regen my health really fast, so there's very little downtime in the dungeon. It's cool. This was my thing. Solo dungeons. The guys in my guild used to make fun of me because I spend most of my time doing this. This is how I leveled up. I mean, that's not true. I got a lot of levels from PvP. I'm only level 15 epic, or whatever this... What is the outer thing called again? I forgot. Specialist? Specialist level? This is not a mobile build like my spear or sword build. I used to go dual sword and one-hand spear. It's very mobile. You can move around, you can escape, you can reposition. Very good. But I'll tell you why, going back to the auto respec and the combat fame credits, when you have gear on that's maxed out, in order to get the benefit of all the fame, you have to initiate auto respec. You click that, and then you get all the fame back that you're earning, and it gets stored as combat fame credits. If you don't have it checked off like I have right now, that's off, and your gear is at 100, you're only going to get a small percentage of the fame. And another thing that happens is, if you auto respec and you go out with, your maxed out gear, it costs silver to convert that fame into combat fame credits. So I actually lose money while I'm adventuring when I go out in my full, one-hand spear build with everything maxed out. I pay to do dungeons, which doesn't make much sense. I mean, I can afford to. I'll make that money back with my farming and selling things. But I was actually going to start the game over. Coming back to the game, I was going to make a new character. My friend talked me out of it. He said, why are you going to do that? All the hours and all the time spent. He's right. But I kind of wanted to learn from scratch all the changes and all the different things. It turns out it's still the same old game. The meta changes. But this still gives decent fame. And this is only a tier 5 dungeon. But decent to me might be something different than somebody else. I'm patient. I could do these over and over. And after a while, they all add up. I just realized I'm not doing the second part of my combo with E. On to the next level of the hidden keep. Maybe if I turn my keyboard a little bit. I think I have it at a weird angle. The W does some pretty good damage. That's my deadly chop. Guy in chat says, gank-focused PvP games are ass. Well, it is very frustrating, and I used to get really frustrated in this game when I died. Until I just stopped caring about the gear that I lost. And, it was really painful when I didn't have a lot of money. Now that I have some money, it's not as painful because I could just replace it. You know what really bothers me? I don't like other players getting my stuff. So that's why I go out in flat 4. Let them take my flat 4 gear. They'll probably leave it on the ground. It's probably not even worth anything to them. It takes up space in their bags for the better stuff they're after. Alright, I did my daily 50,000 keys. Some incentive to log in every day. The Adventurer's Challenge. You earn keys from PvE, gathering, fishing, and farming. You need premium to earn keys. A daily bonus. Collect the daily required points to gain additional key, challenge points, and learning points. Let's not show that again. I already know that. So I'm going to claim my tome. Oh, there's another thing to claim here. One of the monthly gifts. As this guy attacks me and I'm just sitting around. Am I low on focus or something? What's going on here? Focus energy. Oh, it's because I'm pressing the number keys. I'm not pressing the actual skills. I had my fingers on 1 through 4. It's Q through R. It's Q, W, E, R in this game. 1 through 4 is for your food and your potions, which I did use a potion and I did use my other food because I was spamming the numbers. And I told you I'd use them up before I got attacked by a player. think I might be coming to the boss soon. Use my cross shield. I think this reflects a little bit of damage back, but I'm not sure. I'll read that in a minute. Now the specialist level of my battle axe. Battle axes used to be popular when I played, especially toward the beginning of the game. I didn't play at the very beginning, but it was pretty soon after the beta, when the game went live, that I joined the game. I did try the game in beta, actually. It never stuck. I never really... I think I was just too into other games. I'm going to retreat from this. I think I went about that all wrong. That's one thing I was always not good at until guys in my guild taught me about my defenses and hard defenses and, you know, just escaping and managing health, knowing when to engage and when to disengage. Let's see if I could just keep it to these two guys. Draw them out of here. Now that hurt. I guess I drew them too far. I hate these ghosts. They're so annoying. I couldn't figure this out when I started doing these dungeons. I was like, how do you escape these two rotating circles? And then, you know, someone's just like, just stand in the middle of them. Durr. I kind of like the battle axe. It's a little less frantic than my spear and even sword build. I took Mogdun. He's a big Albion streamer and YouTuber. Took his advice on one of his videos he made about a good build that uses the druidic staff for PvE, and I'd used that a while, but you know what happens is I get caught out in the black zone with that thing. It's no good at all. PvP, those players just dodge out of the way of the. See, I put down circles like that. They just step out of the way. Easy. Same thing with the spear. The spear has PvE abilities that are very good, and then it has abilities you need to switch to PvE. Let me put my heal on. Put my heal on. Oh, I might as well use them all. If you dodge their abilities, you're more often than not going to be alright, but I miss my dodges a lot, and I wind up getting damage. Yep. That was one of the mini-bosses, and I didn't take out the archer first, which is what I should have done. See, I'm like at full health because I haven't been caught in any of his attacks yet. His default attacks don't really do harm. And then again, neither do mine. Like, I'm using all my abilities to get to him. That's kind of why I like the single-handed spear, the one-handed spear, because your auto attack does do the damage, but you're using your skills to boost that auto attack. Boosting its speed, boosting its damage. Let me get 3 bleeds on him, and then I'll use my E and see how much I heal. Oh, I think it's the second one. I killed him on the first one, so I got to use 2 of them to get the heal. 36 specialist robe, scholar robe. My favorite was the cleric robe. All right, I could open this chest. Three tier 1 Tome of Insight. I save these. I put them away inside my bank. Excuse me. They're non-tradable. The tier 4 ones are tradable, and I do sell those. I don't use them. I sell them for silver. I usually wait till I have a stack of 25 or 50, something like that, and you can get good money selling those. You're basically selling things to people. $205 healed on that second E on the combo. It's a long dungeon. $384 on that one. Maybe I had bleeds on 2 of them, and I threw the axe and it hit them both. Is that how it works? Are these guys gonna want to blow up in my face? I'll let them blow up. I'm not gonna bother trying to kill them. What is D? Energy shield. You apply an energy shield on yourself, increasing your armor by 95 and your magic resistance by 25 for 4 seconds. Whenever you take damage, you will restore 32 energy. One thing I love about that druidic staff build I got from Mogdon is you're constantly full on energy. Everything you do replenishes your energy, so you never have to stop. What is this? Weekly reward 3,000 favor. Weekly reward reached. I don't know. Don't know what that is. Another level of the dungeon. Level 3. I used to get excited about 3-level dungeons because usually there's a good chest at the bottom of it. I miss the days of these solo dungeons where you can be invaded by another player at any time. They would come into a dungeon and see like the first bunch of it was cleared, and they'd get excited. You know, by day I mean me too, because I used to go in and hunt people in solos. And then you'd have to fend off, I don't know, sometimes 2 or 3 players. Now, it wasn't fair, and that's frustrating, but it adds an element of tense, like, you know, you play in white knuckle, and you're always looking over your shoulder. It's fun, and pain in the ass all at the same time. And now you can only get that within the first 90 seconds. Since I've been back playing the game in the past few weeks, I've only entered a solo dungeon and found a player in there once. And he was at the entrance doing the smart thing, and he just left. Now if you want to do PvP in dungeons, you have to do the corrupted dungeons, which I have no problem doing. I do. But I don't think a lot of people are doing them, because I'm not getting raided. Like, people are not coming into my corrupted dungeon, number one. Number two, I don't really like the dungeons as much as these. They're like, you know, the theme of them, they're alright, but I like these dungeons much better. These undead ones, the mines, the ones with the giants, you know, you get the same thing on corrupteds all the time. These guys are hard to kill, huh? Look at that, I'm messing it up. Is this another mini-boss? Here's the shop. I have purchased things from the shop in the past, like cosmetics. There's a lot in here. You can argue it's pay to win. I don't know. This outfit is purchased. It's like the Jester outfit or something. I really don't like many of them. I just did the same stupid thing I did the first time. I gotta kill this first. And avoid those. Bleed, son of a bitch, bleed. Silver drops increased. That silence you. Oh, I don't have this on auto learn. This is my scholar cow. I'm only level 5 specialist on this. We'll learn that. 3 learning points to reach level 6, yes. Now that I clicked auto learn, it'll automatically go to 7 once I get enough. Fame. Fame equals experience points. Still getting used to the axe build. I gotta remember to press my E twice. Oh, I am using a shield. I forgot about that. Usually I use a torch or another offhand. But I decided to go with the shield here because I'm not at max. I maxed out the torch, the horn. Not sure what else. That's gonna be a tough one. Get out of there. This guy pulls you in. Wish I had a healing potion. Got my healing sprint coming up in 5 seconds. Come on. Come on. Oh, turns out I didn't need it. I got them. The healing sprint doesn't heal for that much anyway. Wait, is the boss that way? What's this way? This is a weird dungeon. It's like it mixes the undead dungeon with the mines. Level 35 axe fighter. This guy could be tough. Maybe I were. Oh, that's the thing that's tough. Because you can't dodge that. See what's in here. Money. I keep all of these souls. And I use them to upgrade my weapons. So to make this a tier 4.1, I would need to use a bunch of these. I forget like how many for a weapon, maybe 96. And a pretty nice broadsword, tier 5. That's a higher quality item too. Let me see. It's outstanding. Crafted by Gruz Agabenskia. So every item in this game, another reason why I really love the game, every item is crafted by someone. Even the items you loot out of the chests. You take them to the city in the middle of the red zone. Corleone? I forget the name of it. Could I see where it is on the map here? The Royal Continent. Yeah, Corleone. If you could make it through these red zones with your merchandise, you can sell it on the black market here. In the black market, you list it for a price, and the game, you sell it back to the game. And it'll put it into chests in some weird algorithm, who knows how it works. The gear winds up back in the chests, and it's in the hands of the players. There's nothing, no gear created by the game. Is the bleed actually working? I don't think that the ghost bleeds. That might be like a resistance that they have. We gotta be getting close to the boss. That used to scare me, not anymore. I'm just gonna stand right next to you and hack away. I wasted my E's on that. Bleed's working on the skeletons. Alright, this is the boss. Right after these guys. These guys first. Another reason why I wanted to start over, because I missed that. I miss going out, fighting and doing the content and watching your progression, watching things level up. I wasn't getting that for the longest time, because everything I was getting was just getting converted to combat respec points, and I liked watching the number get bigger, and I still have not used the majority of those, even when I should have. There were times when we were doing PvP and I was asked to tank. In my guild, you were not a healer. You were not DPS. You were not the tank. You did what was needed. It didn't matter whether you were spec'd up to do it. It didn't matter if you were proficient in the gear. If you needed a tank, then you were going to do it. And so I stepped up on occasion to be a tank. And I had no skill in the mace. I had no skill in the heavy armor. And what I could have done is purchase the tier that we were going out in. And I could have spent this combat fame credits on the gear itself. So let's go to where's the... Okay, here's a mace. Single-headed mace. That's the Camlin mace. Yeah, mace combat. So I'm only level 50 in mace. Let's say I wanted to really be good at the mace and unlock some of the extra abilities it has on it. I could have just learned it using combat fame credits. How does it work? Because it looks like it takes from the learning points. But it says on the combat fame credits that they can be earned by converting fame from eligible nodes on the Destiny board. Eligible nodes will have a button to the left of their fame bar which opens the conversion window. Okay, I remember, that's this button. Yeah, and then I could use this slider. Let's say I want to be level 80. Now I'm going to spend 11,594 of my learning points to do that. It'll give me these passive bonuses if I get to that level. And I would be left with this many. Wait, total cost? Total cost 5,797,000 just to get from 50 to 80? No wonder why I haven't spent them. I'm still building them up. Let's do the boss. Get out of the death circle. That's actually the slow circle. Next. My E takes too long to recharge. Oh, it's the ghost. I forget what the ghost does. Alright, we're gonna wing it. Kinda wanted to see a purple or gold chest. I didn't want to see that ordinary chest there. But I'm not in it for the items, I'm in it for the fame and the fun. And to fill my books. I have to check on that, see how many books I filled. Journals. What are you gonna do? That's not scary. You can scare me, not anymore. Easy. One more W. Bye. Almost 9,000 fame. And I made level 37 Axe Fighter. Level 9 Scholar Cow. So in this chest I have money. Nice. Tier 7 cape. Tier 5.2 mage robe. Some decent stuff in here. Now, here's the thing. Most sane people would wear this stuff out for the better protection it gives. I'm 100 in swords. Like, I could use this sword, I could use all this stuff, and my item level will go up. So here's my item level with flat 4, what I'm wearing right now, 795. It's not very good. If I equip, let's see, if I equip this, give myself the sword. The interrupt is good. You know, the tier 7 cape. Yeah, that's it. And I could replace a tier 4 with a tier 5 mage cowl. Why not? Now my item level goes to 1037. I have a better chance of fending off PKers. And possibly they may see my gear and not attack me if they're in flat 4, but nobody's in flat 4. Like, I'm the only one that does it. I'm pretty sure. When they see me in flat 4, they're gonna attack me. Just because it's an easy kill. Even if they don't care about getting the stuff, they want the kill. So this makes sense to do this. I think I am gonna do it. Did I do my sword yet? Yeah, I did. So now my sword has movement. This dashes to the target, does 265 damage, applies a heroic charge. The swords work on heroic charges. Each heroic charge increases my move speed by 9% and auto attack speed by 12%, and it stacks up to 6 times. I'm going to use the interrupt in case I see somebody out in the world. It bashes the target with the sword and interrupts them from casting. It deals 264 damage. It increases my auto attack. And then the mighty blow leaps toward the target, interrupts their spell casting. Let me just make sure the W. Is this the best W? Splitting slash, no. Oh, hamstring would be a good one. It attacks the target, does 265 damage, and slows them. We'll do that. I don't know what's best. I stopped watching videos on builds and stuff. And even when I was into the game, I would get ideas and then I would customize them to my own style. So I was going to check my journals. I filled 8 journals and partial of a 9th. So I still need a lot of fame to fill these journals. Should I press my luck and look for another dungeon or return these? Well, here's another thing. I'm going to get out of the dungeon. Then there's something called return home or something. That never used to be a thing when I played, and to be honest, it's convenient, it's nice. Oh, shoot. You can't use it unless you're on your horse, number 1. Number 2, now that I'm on my horse, I'm going to hit it. Journey back. It takes some time to work, and it's costing me over 9,000 silver. So you're losing a portion of what you're earning to do it, but you're not having to deal with this. You're not having to deal with the PKers waiting at the gates. Because I'm not going to be invisible going back. And that used to be a real issue when I played. I used to do so many of these dungeons, solo dungeons, and come out with bags packed full. I would leave when I just couldn't carry any more stuff. And then it was like biting my nails and sweating, trying to get back to the portal zone without getting killed and losing everything I just got. 3,455 to repair. That's because I got knocked down a bunch of times. Otherwise it would be cheaper. Now someone wants to duel me? Wait. Why can't I duel? Why can't I say yes? Yeah, why not? I'm not a good dueler. I don't even know who I'm dueling right now. I think that guy. Let's use my defense right away. Why not? I'll use my heal too. You see, that's the thing I love about swords. You're not gonna get away from the swordsman. Use my defenses. He's gonna win. Oh, you know, he probably had a, what did he just do to me there? Let's see. He probably had a hunter's helm or something that reflects damage. Where is it before I die? Yeah, I put on my energy shield. What does he do? Doesn't say what he does, just says the damage he's doing to me. He hits me for 25 damage constantly. So something is probably reflecting. Interesting. I don't remember this recap sheet either. Alright, now I go and put things away. I don't necessarily sell everything. I'm a hoarder in this game. I hoard stuff. So these are all my weapons. I have almost $6 million worth of weapons. I don't think I found... Oh, I did find a weapon. I found a sword. Now I have to go repair it again since I was just in a fight. I figure, why sell things when I'm just going to have to go buy it again after I die and lose it? The problem is like what I mentioned before. I don't hate losing the item, okay? I don't hate losing. If I went out like this and lost this stuff, yeah, losing a 5.2 Scholar Mage Robe, it would maybe be a little disappointing, but who cares? You buy another one. I have millions of silver. I just don't like it falling into someone else's hands that attack me. Like, I don't like that. Like, I would rather deny people. It used to be a thing where you would get into a fight and you just drop your items. Just throw them off your body, drop them on the ground. They fixed that quick. Now there's like a delay. If you take something off you and throw it on the ground, it doesn't actually come off you until a certain delay afterwards, so that if someone kills you, they're still going to get it. I don't know if that's like... That's a me flaw. That's something wrong with me. Like, all this stuff in here, I don't want anyone getting. I don't care if they kill me. I don't care if I lose it. I don't care if they kill me and it disappears. Let's say they kill me and it goes back to the black market to sell to go inside a chest. Fine. But I don't like them picking it up off of me. I just hate it. So it's not the fear of losing the item, it's the disgust of other players getting what was mine. So I could put away this sword. I only have a flat 4 sword, so this will be a good addition, a flat 5 sword. Then I have my armor, where I can put my mage robe and my cowl. I might as well put this stuff back on. Oh, I found another one. I don't know how many millions I have worth of these things, but I have them all stockpiled here. I use these blue ones, the tier 4s mostly, because I go out tier 4 and sometimes I'll upgrade these to 4.1. So this is 15.4 million worth of crap in this bag. I got some mounts. And then, I forgot to put my cape on. Capes and bags. I've got a bunch of the specialty capes, which I'll never wear out into the black zone. Unless I'm with a group and we're doing something in particular. And that's it. Let me use the money bags. 34 of these gives me 34,000 silver. Let me sell these other things. These simple stone toys, there are different tiers of these. In the marketplace in Fort Sterling is where it's worth 1,000 silver. It's worth even more, I think, if you take them to Curleon. But in a quick sell here, I'm only going to get, what, 1,700? I don't want to quick sell it. Let me just sell it. Okay, sell. Sell order, yeah, 1,700, because there's 2 of them. And that's it. Got some fame. I think I got a little bit of silver. Not much. Let's open this thing. More money. Let's take all that. The yellow one's good. Gives you 100,000 silver. I think I found oil. What are these shoes?
Honest prices.
Red tulip shoes. Cool. Yeah, I'll use it. Nice. What was I going to sell? This tier 6 holy fetish. A holy fetish that always sells in Bridgewatch for 25,000 silver. Well, I'm not going to go to Bridgewatch. I'm going to sell it here. And for 2 of them, I'm going to get 44,000 silver. Curious to see what I could sell these tomes for. Well, this tome. This one is a non-drop. 1 tier 4 tome of knowledge is 12,000. So multiply that by 25 or 50. It's not too bad. I saved them. I put them away for rainy days. So that's another thing I could do if I wanted to quickly learn something. I could just grab stacks of these books, put on the gear I want to fame up, use it, and it just applies the... It's like stored experience points in these books. Okay. The mats I keep on my island, so I'll bring that back with me. I'll go back to my island. But I think I've had enough of doing my Black Zone skirmishing. I'm going to transport back to my island and log off. If you liked this video, I don't plan on doing too many of them. Sorry. I play Albion now occasionally, but it's not on my long-term... I was going to let my premium run out, but I accidentally forgot to cancel it, so I subscribed for another month, so I'm going to play for another month. If it catches and I join a guild and I get into all of the content I used to get into, then I may stick around and play it as my main. But right now I'm kind of in between MMOs. I'm still going to go back to World of Warcraft and finish you know, I have a couple of characters running in World of Warcraft. I'm playing Skull and Bones now, which you can shake your head all you want, but I'm enjoying it for now. And then I've got, you know, my survival games that I got into and kind of stopped, you know, Power World and Shrouded, and Nightingale's coming out. So, yeah, there's too many. So what I'll do here is do my farming. I'll do like a dungeon or 2 a day and play casually. And so I don't think I'm going to carry on a premium just to do that. Although without a premium, it's not really going to be feasible to farm. So it'll just be to go out and do some dungeons and stuff like that. But we'll see. I will be looking for a guild. So if I can find a good guild and get into that style, do that content I used to, then I'll be back in Albion. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you're enjoying the game that you're playing, and I hope you're having a great day. Until next time,